Hey Capricorns, welcome to Light Guided for your monthly August energy reading, or your August monthly energy reading. That might make a little more sense. I hope these messages find you well. The purpose of our messages here at Light Guided are to really help you to be thinking about the soul growth experience that you're having and how to help you navigate through some of that experience. The readings on YouTube are very general. They're not going to resonate for everyone, but if you like our overall style and the feel of the messages, definitely check us out at www.lightguided.com if you're interested in a private reading, distance energy healing, or intuitive counseling. And all of those services that we offer are here to support you on your journey, to bring you hope and a sense of inspiration as you're moving along your path of growth and healing. What more do we need to say here? I think that's it for housekeeping. If you like the overall feel of the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. Helps us to continue to bring these messages forward. And with that, Capricorn, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to pull, the first card is going to be kind of a soul. What's going on with your soul in the month of August, and what lessons or focus is your soul really dealing with in the month of August? So Spirit, please allow me to be a clear channel to bring these messages forward. Lots of energy here, a lot of sticky energy, Capricorns. There we go. Expansion. So for the month of August, Capricorns, many of you are having the experience of expansion, and the way the energy is coming through on this card today is that some of you are a little stuck. Some of you are feeling a little stuck in some old energy. It's like you're trying to move into the next phase of energy, but it's just not happening. There's some stickiness there. As I was saying, the cards felt kind of sticky. For others of you, I feel like you're being catapulted into this new energy in the month of August, but it feels like there's two very distinct groups of you. Those of you that are feeling really stuck and those of you that are catapulting forward. So this will be an interesting reading. We'll see what more comes through here. For those of you that are feeling stuck, the message here is to allow the process to be easy. When we're in a stuck energy, we can get so focused on how stuck we feel that we continue to put thought and effort into the energy of feeling stuck. And the message here for those of you that are having that experience is just allow it to be easy, like water flowing or wind blowing. There is no hard work here. In spiritual growth. We make it very difficult, but there's no hard work here. It is just acknowledging and recognizing that the energy can move, and you can allow that simply by shifting where you're focusing your thoughts and your energy. So if you are feeling stuck, find something, music, find dance, something that just allows you to take your total attention off of that experience of stuckness. And Capricorns, for those of you that are in this second energy of where you've just been catapulted, it's like you're being shot out of a rocket. You might be feeling a combination of thrilled, like this excited energy of, wow, this is amazing. I feel so free and moving forward. But then all of a sudden you realize that you're flying through the air without a net, and you might start to feel a little scared. So if you are having that experience, similar to what I shared for those that are feeling stuck, right? Just realize and imagine and know that the process is easy. You can be flying, catapulting toward this new energy, and just allow it to be easy. It doesn't have to be an effort. So with that, Capricorns, let's now dive into some of the other energies here affecting you or impacting you in the month of August. I have 3 cards that flipped over, and they're very resonant with the message, so I'm going to take these. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. And groundhog spirit, time to let go. So I feel like these messages are very congruent with what I shared here on the expansion message. This is about, on both sides, whether you're kind of in that stuck energy or you're feeling catapulted forward, ultimately there's an unfolding here that in order to allow that process to happen with ease, you have to let go of some of the strain, right? Some of the difficulty. Having fun, recognizing that life is a mystery, and also recognizing that you are co-creating with spirit. So you get to start making up and defining what your life is going to be. That is totally up to you at this stage. But co-creating with spirit, allowing spirit to be a source of support and grounding, kind of a touch point. Any clarifiers for Bobcat? Any clarifiers for Bobcat? So for some of you, there may be a love connection, a romantic relationship that is part of this unfolding. We'll get more detail on that here in a bit. Any more clarifiers on life is a mystery? Boy. The energy just feels kind of heavy and sticky. Like I said, that sort of is kind of the theme for the energy this month for you all. So additional clarifiers on life is a mystery. We have the lovers, cycles, and healthy boundaries. So for some of you, you may be stepping into new partnership, ending a cycle, or beginning a new cycle. And in terms of healthy boundaries, I'm getting this as being two messages on healthy boundaries. I'm getting this as for in relationship having healthy boundaries, yes, but the stronger message is also about having healthy boundaries with yourself. And you may have some habits that you're recognizing in August that may need to change. This could be spending habits, eating habits. So not quite at the level of addiction, but perhaps at the level of just apathy, like not being in tune or willing to be responsible for those behaviors. Okay, so there's an important message in there for some of you around that. And let's see, co-create with spirit. What additional clarifiers do we have for co-create? Awesome. One more, please. Are there more? Have to learn never to ask for one more card. They all come flying out. So I have 5 cards here for you. I'm going to take these. More on the relationship front for a lot of you. So there is a new beginning here for many of you. And again, that could be a new beginning in love. It could be a new beginning in a life decision. There is a need for learning here. So you may be having the experience of learning some important lessons, both in your relationships, but also in your relationship with spirit. What lessons do you have with spirit? There's a desire for abundance here, and I feel like for some of you there is abundance, and that is coming into the fold in August. And now we have inner child and relationship healing. So it may be for some of you that it's going to be hard to trust co-creation with spirit until you can work through some of these deeper thoughts and feelings, inner child components. And the message is coming through again. As I said earlier, the spiritual work, when we get into spiritual work, we often think it has to be this very difficult, painful, heavy process, and it doesn't. We have tools and awareness and the ability to allow the energy to flow and to allow the energy to move in such a way that the process can be much less painful than it often is. So let's see any clarifiers for time to let go. With time to let go, we have emotional healing, music, and purification. Yeah, I feel like this is, for some of you, I think on both sides. So for those of you, again, that are feeling that energy of feeling stuck, there is a need to do some emotional healing around what that stuck energy is. There's some beliefs and fears and anxiety around moving into the next phase that are keeping you, that are holding you back. And that's part of a past life experience, a past life pattern. So there's going to be a few of you where this resonates, that the cycle that you're in now and the barriers that you're experiencing now feel very familiar. They're very cyclical. They feel very familiar. And there's a need to start to clear that out. Purification and letting go are very similar in energy, where it's just allowing that energy to move. Okay, I'm not getting anything additional on that. So let's look a little bit more at the story here, Capricorns, and see what more we can understand. So let's look at the Lovers. Life is a mystery. Can we get more information about Lovers for Capricorn? Oh boy. So there's a lot of energy around that. Also, again, for some of you, the Lover's energy feels kind of heavy, and again, kind of sticky. So let's see. Let's see what more is revealed here. Yeah, so I talked about healthy boundaries, and for some of you, healthy boundaries, speaking your truth in this relationship. If this is a current relationship for some of you, this is about coming clean about something that's really bothering you. There's something in the context of this relationship. Oh yeah, here, look. We have the community card, which can sometimes reveal that there's more than two people involved in a relationship. And that's not to say that one person is being unfaithful necessarily, but that there are other people in the mix that are causing some difficulty here. It could be family, friends, belief systems, behavior patterns, and it's causing you a great deal of anxiety. And there's been a loss of balance in that relationship. And to restore the balance is going to be around communicating your truth, communicating what you need, and holding allowing the other person to step into that. And what I'm getting is some of you are holding back because you're afraid of the outcome. It's almost like if you start expressing yourself and the truth about how you're feeling about whatever this dynamic is in your particular situation, that it may blow the whole relationship up. And for some of you, that's related, the fear, the holding on is related to this financial constraint. So it's like you're trying to trust the process here. You're trying to trust how it unfolds, but the message here is to trust yourself also, that it's not just about allowing the process to unfold, but really trusting that inner inkling that you're having, trusting that inner voice that's trying to come forward, and allowing that inner voice to guide you in your communication. Okay? Let me see if there's anything more here that we need clarification on. I feel like there's additional messages for those of you that are not in union. So this is for those of you that are in relationship right now. Spirit, give messages for those not in union at this time, that are in separation. Also kind of a heavy, sticky energy there as well. Okay, so for those in separation, it looks like there may be an impending divorce. The ending of a contract, basically. So whether that's an official divorce or just the ending of a long-term relationship. A relationship that's been very stormy, very tumultuous, very difficult. Let me see the outcome of this, please. Goodness. Yeah, so on the other side of this ending, for those of you that are in separation or in the process of separation, on the other side of this ending, there is abundance, there is freedom, there is a sense of joy and happiness through this ending. And I do feel like for those of you that are in separation or moving towards separation, if there is a lot of difficulty in that relationship now, I feel like after the separation, after things settle, that there will be not a reconciliation, not like a coming back together, but there will be a reconnection that allows for healing. Right now it's very painful. The people involved in this situation, there's a lot of pain, and people might be saying things that are coming from that place of pain. But once that settles down, you'll be able to have some healing with one another, and that the friendliness that used to be in the relationship will return. Okay. So let's look more at co-create with spirit. Oh, beautiful. So in the month of August, co-creating, we have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, man holding a coin and walking away. So I feel like this is still connected to the love story over here, walking away from situations that no longer serve you, and Spirit is with you here. Spirit is helping you on this journey. There is a divine plan here, and this plan is moving you into the next phase of your... I see this specifically for relationships right now in the month of August. So the walking away is the end of a cycle and moving towards something that's more fulfilling to you. I feel like for some of you, the person involved may have, so there's the money piece, right? The connection with the money around security, and can I leave this situation and still have security? How is it going to affect my security? But there's also a sense here that this person was not everything that they described themselves as being. So there's a major amount of disappointment and disillusionment that happened in this relationship. And what I am seeing, though, for many of you, similar message. Once you get beyond this, the pastures are much greener in the future. And walking through this journey is like a darkness before the dawn. Stay connected with your heart. The best that you can, stay connected with your heart, because that's where Spirit's going to be able to access you. When you're in your heart energy and you're able to connect with that compassion, Spirit is able to help navigate you, or to help communicate with you so that you can navigate. So for some of you, you're also dealing with some career issues right now, and it may or may not be related to the relationship piece. But actually, I do feel like the change in the relationship is going to be a life shift for you. It's going to open up all these other possibilities in your life, as you step out of that situation, you'll be able to examine, is this the career that I want? Do I want to do something else? For others of you, there may be a promotion or some clarity within your career. Maybe you have just completed school or some kind of training, and now you're stepping into the next phase of your work with more clarity and a desire to really build on this so that you're financially abundant. So if you have any fears or anxieties around that, whether it's connected to the relationship or not, this is an opportunity to start clearing out some of that fear energy. There's lots of transformational energy here and lots of abundance energy, and it also requires taking a risk. Yeah. So I was getting a little bit of a message. It's very subtle, so this may only be for a few of you, but I'm getting for some of you that if you're thinking about taking a risk in business, buying a business, selling a business, just walk cautiously, walk with awareness, and allow Spirit to help navigate that path with you. Well-being, really staying focused on your own energy, staying focused on, again, that heart space, being in a centered space of spirit so that you can walk this path in all the different elements of this, so that you can walk this path with a sense of groundedness and peace. And this card is also saying that, just a reminder that Spirit is all around you all the time. There is never a time that Spirit is not with you. And sometimes we're not tapped into that experience of having Spirit with us, but Spirit is always here. For some of you with family, this is a beautiful card too. This card did show up in the reverse. I don't normally read reversals, but it is coming up in the reverse here, and the energy fits here. I feel like for some of you, there's that loss, a change in the family pattern, and if that is related to a divorce, or it could, I'm hearing for a very small few of you, there may have been a loss of family member, or somebody else in your family is getting divorced, somebody who's very close to you, a brother or sister, something like that, and they may be getting a divorce, or maybe even your own parents, okay? And then the travel card. The way this energy is coming through for me is that in the month of August, this is a card about traveling inward to the heart. And I talked a little bit about that here, really being in alignment with your heart so that you could be connected with Spirit. This kind of takes that message to the next level. So this is really being tuned into your heart so that you can be tuned in with Spirit, but really so that you're tuned in with the energy of who you are, who is your divine being. And this card reminds me a little bit of a Six of Swords and also the Empress card. So it's a little bit of this moving away from one way of being into this new way of being, following this energy within you that's about your true self. I'm trying to tap in to see if this relates more to those of you that are kind of stuck on the path or those of you that are catapulted. It's coming up as both. So whether you're feeling stuck in your journey or you're feeling catapulted and starting to feel a little fearful, it's really important now to start grounding into that internal energy of who you are and who you are in Spirit, because that's going to guide you. So you see here, she's traveling in the dark, but she has the light of her heart and the light here at the front of the boat helping her, moving toward this star and this illuminated moon. So definitely a spiritual energy, but also very much about being true to you, staying true to you. So let's look at time to let go. Let's see what Spirit has to say more about that. Boy, that energy is just so sticky. So sticky. Got quite a few cards that came out here under time to let go. Let me look at these really quick. Yeah, this is kind of still connecting back into the relationship piece for some of you. Deceit. So for some of you who felt betrayed or had a betrayal in your relationship, the time to let go is like it's time to start letting go of the energy of that. That's the emotional healing piece here. And it may be, again, I talked a little bit about past life stuff here, so it may be that this pattern, however this pattern showed up for you in the last year with this relationship, that may be an ongoing pattern in your life where you have relationships that kind of come to an end in the same way or unfold in the same way. Or it could be more a past life pattern that needs to be cleared. Either way, I think the energy here is about allowing yourself to forgive and move forward. Strategy, again, if there's a divorce happening or some kind of change of legal status. But here's what you're moving into. The temple path. Following you, this is the same energy, right? Following your inner light, following your inner spirit on the temple path, being true to who you are, moves you into blossoming abundance and the door to personal healing and happiness. I'm actually being told that's the reverse, and you have to walk through the door of healing and happiness before you can get to abundance. So just recognizing that it's a journey, it's a process, and we are all in motion moving forward. The overarching energy that I get here, though, is in this expansion energy that we talked about when we started. If you're feeling stuck, either in your current energy, you're feeling stuck and you can't move forward, or you've been catapulted into this new energy and now you're starting to feel afraid, that's the healing that needs to happen. Allowing that, wherever you are in your journey, allowing that energy to shift and move. And let's see if we have any more clarification on that. Yeah, getting closure and receiving clarity. Wow, the bottom of the deck, I have manifestation, justice, and healing, and lighten your load. I like the message of lighten your load. It is exactly what I was saying about not having to make the journey more difficult than it is. Allowing yourself to just recognize that energy can flow, and that's not to deny anything. It's not to say that it isn't hard. In the emotional realms, but energetically we can just allow things to flow. We don't have to force them. We don't have to try to make them something they're not. So that's beautiful confirmation. And I want to pull some angel messages for you all. And a final soul card. I just got a new deck here. A really beautiful new deck, and it got stuck in the box. Look at these beautiful cards. Aren't these amazing? Beautiful. So let's pull a heart and soul message, and then we'll also pull a soul message for you. Beautiful. Look at that, beautiful. This is a card of hope to me. It's like all of the seeds that you've planted, everything that's coming into harvest, and what's coming out of it is just this sense of freedom and love and lightness. Sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it will soon. All is about to change, a blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. I love it. And a last soul message for you all, Capricorns. Boy, for those of you that that are feeling really stuck wherever you are on your journey, definitely get some movement in and make sure you're staying hydrated. There's just a lot of stickiness around you all right now. I'm still feeling that. Do I believe I'm worthy? Ooh, yeah. So for some of you, the sense of worthiness might be at the core of this dynamic happening in your relationships or in that next level of growth. Am I worthy of stepping forward into that? So this says, are you worthy? Or sorry, it says, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Maya Angelou. That's so fantastic. All right, Capricorns, you're beautiful. Much love to you. And again, if you like the overall message, please like, share, or subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check us out at lightguided.com. And until we meet again, much love.